Day 117 building my neglected characters. We're finally building Sucrose. I've been waiting for so long for you guys to vote for her, so thank you. Going for 4-piece Viridescent Venerer, all elemental mastery mains. High Valley of Remembrance, it's been so long, do you even remember me? Guess not. Last time I was here was day 22 for Jean, that's crazy. Seriously. Look, I know we haven't hung out in a while, but this is ridiculous, brother. Come on. I'm so sorry I left you for so long, Remembrance. Please forgive me. Apologizing is always the answer. No new pieces obviously, but these pieces I already had are hype. Bad first day Sucrose my love, but I have hope for the future. The 2.7 update is being delayed because of the COVID lockdown in Shanghai. Because of that I have a new poll on my Twitter for who we build next instead of Yellen. Day 118 building my neglected characters. We started Sucrose yesterday. Yesterday was infuriating, so there's no way today can be worse. Right? 4-piece Viridescent Venerer, all elemental mastery mains and subscripts and attack would also be nice. Okay, Valley of Remembrance, can we get along today? Hip hip hooray. That's a great piece, but I'd rather have an elemental mastery one. No comment on that last run, we're moving on. Decent feather. You definitely can't call me maidenless, seeing as 80% of my pieces are maidens beloved. We got 2 double crit circlets, but I'd prefer elemental mastery for this build. I did find a feather with elemental mastery though. Okay, Sucrose my beloved, we have a good start on your build now. Poll is still up on my Twitter for who we build next, go vote please. C6 Diona is currently in the lead. Day 119 building my neglected characters. We're back to continue Sucrose. Sorry for the break, Sucrose fans, but Ayaka dominated the vote. Going for 4-piece Viridescent Venerer, elemental mastery mains, EM, ER, and crit subs. Hey Valley of Remembrance, enjoy the break. I guess I should take mid-build breaks more often. Glad we're finally seeing eye to eye, Remembrance. Maybe we can be besties like I am with Momiji and Lost. Wow, after those first few days this is so refreshing. Spoke too soon. That's okay though, because everything has been building up to this last run. Too bad I don't have Albedo. Still working on these 3 viable pieces for now, none of them look great though. Well, there's no polls going on right now and I have nothing to comment on from this video. Well, I guess I'll use the outro to plug my Twitch then, link in bio teehee. Day 120 building my neglected characters. We have returned to Sucrose my beloved. When we're done we're moving on to building Ayaka. 4-piece Viridescent Venerer, elemental mastery mains and subs, attack and crit are also nice. Good morning, Valley of Remembrance, ready for a good day. Getting Viridescent is good enough for me. No, but for real though, Remembrance, I need elemental mastery. Close but no cigar. I'm done playing nice, Remembrance. Give me elemental mastery now, coward. Teehee, thanks. Last run of the day, Remembrance. How about a worthwhile piece? Audible sighed. I have 3 pieces that are all replaceable, but they're all at least viable. Sucrose my beloved, this is going to take a while, so take your time on whatever you're working on. Thank Barbados that we're actually getting Viridescent pieces now though. Day 121 building my neglected characters. Sucrose has been getting shafted on the artifact rolls. There's still time to get better pieces though, have faith. 4-piece Viridescent Venerer, all we care about is elemental mastery. Valley of Remembrance buddy old pal, how about some EM? I'll keep it I guess. Okay, but seriously, Remembrance, every other domain gives EM. Are you allergic to viable pieces? If you think I can't throw hands with a domain, I'll figure out a way. EW, who wants that? Last run, not that it matters with this tag domain. I'm so sick of this. All I know is pain and suffering. If you're still here, tell your mom Happy Mother's Day for me. Sucrose, I am so sorry, but Valley of Remembrance is praying for your downfall. I'm happy to keep building you forever though, my love. Happy Mother's Day, everyone. Day 120 to building my neglected characters. Sucrose is struggling. We've gotten a bunch of on-set pieces with EM, but they never roll into it. For piece Viridescent Venerer, all we care about is elemental mastery. Crits and attack are fine too, I guess. Valley of Remembrance, from here on we are bitter enemies. I immediately take that back.
We're actually besties for the resties, right Teehee?
We're enemies again. Terrible domain, terrible pieces, terrible enemies, terrible leyline disorder. I think this domain is what purgatory is going to be for Genshin fans. Disgusting. We're still circle it and sans less because this domain is a fraud. Get ready for the long haul, Sucrose, my love. This is going to be a horrible journey. I will bear the burden for you, my beloved. Day 123 building my neglected characters. Sucrose is trying to figure out if she has any other viable sets at this point. For piece Viridescent Venerer, we are desperate for elemental mastery. I'm just not even going to address this domain today. It doesn't deserve it. Puke. Okay, I'm hitting our 58 on this run. Maybe that'll be lucky. I mean, like it's not ideal, or even good, but it could have been worse. Yeah, like that. Last run of the day, you stingy fic, Remembrance. At least it gave to Viridescent. I am in agony for one of the simplest characters to build. She only needs one stat and it absolutely refuses to roll into it. Sucrose, my beloved, I'm trying my best, but Valley of Remembrance is the worst domain in the game. That was an exaggeration, but I stand by it. Day 124 building my neglected characters. It has been days since we got a good piece for Sucrose. We got a better feather a few days ago, but it's still mediocre. For piece Viridescent Venerer, all we care about is elemental mastery. Attack and crits are also fine. Another day wasting away in the worst domain in the game. Egregious artifact. Valley of Remembrance makes me want to drink to forget. Is that not the exact same piece? At least I'm getting the EV, things could be worse. I should shut up now. That didn't work. I am going to redact it if this redacted domain don't get its redacted together. This domain is redacted, 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 redacted. Sucrose, I don't even know what to tell you at this point. This domain is just absolute garbage. We're over a week into this build and we've made basically no progress past what we started with. It's genuinely so frustrating. Day 125 building my neglected characters. This is our 9th day with Sucrose. I'm extremely frustrated, but we just need to stick with it a little longer. For piece Viridescent Venerer, elemental mastery is all we need in our life, but we'll accept crits and attack percent. Okay, Valley of Remembrance, I'm sorry for how rude I've been to you. Psych, thanks for the Sans nerd. Just fake an apology and you'll get exactly what you want. Deserved. Okay, I'll actually genuinely apologize this time, Remembrance. Nice. Maybe I have been ragging on you too much recently, I'm sorry. And we all live happily ever after. JK, we still need an elemental mastery circlet or goblet to fill our set out. Sucrose, my beloved, we are one step closer to finishing your build. It was taking too long though, so I had started working on my Shenhalt build and couldn't level your new piece up yet. Sorry, love. Day 126 building my neglected characters. We are in double-digit days for Sucrose. Luckily we got momentum back with the EM Sans yesterday. For piece Viridescent Venerer, elemental mastery is all we care about. I changed how I edit the artifacts section to make it look a little more clean. Hope it didn't throw anyone off. Two inconsequential pieces. Valley of Remembrance seems like it's in a good mood today. I stand by what I said, I'm getting the V. To be fair, after those first few days the stat rolls have been the real problem. Crit and double attack circlet. Last run of the day. Show me what you got, Remembrance. Animo Hutao win. LMK if you prefer me showing the artifacts like this, or if you prefer me showing the set and stats separately. Just a warning for tomorrow, I was streaming while I recorded that video, so a few of the clips didn't record properly. It'll be a little wonky tomorrow. Day 127 Building my neglected characters. Sucrose is worried about how long this build is taking. For Peace Viridescent Venerer, Elemental Mastery is the only step that matters. I did mention this yesterday, but some of the clips for this video didn't record properly because I was streaming when I recorded it. It was fine for these first two runs though because I recorded them before. Here's where the problems really started. The recording cut off so I don't have a clip of the flowers stats. You should just follow me on Twitch so you see me do these live. No shot Elemental Mastery. The clip of the ending artifacts was also corrupted so I had to reuse the starting artifacts. No idea if I switched out sands. Alright Sucrose my dear, we're still just waiting for one piece so we could be done any day now. Tomorrow's video will also have similar problems to today's, sorry everyone. Day 128 Building my neglected characters. Sucrose just needs a goblet or circlet then she's done. No sweat, just the two hardest pieces to get. For Peace Viridescent Venerer, Elemental Mastery is the only step that matters. I just remembered this is a Mondstadt domain, so I should be speaking German to it. Witterlich. JK, this voice really doesn't like trying to pronounce German words. The recording cut off. I think that was the only technical issue I had with this recording session though. Those are weird pieces. Alright, last run. I just remembered there's a Spanish text-to-speech now.
Kido is to translate the text.
Anyway, we still need that dang goblet or circlet and I'm getting desperate. Tik Tok really doesn't like when I mention the TWITCH platform, but I do be there. I started a new Genshin account there and I record these videos there sometimes. I also post compilations on YT. Day 129 Building my neglected characters. I'm ready to compromise with Sucrose's build. I'll take Animo damage or crit instead of Yam. For Peace Viridescent Venerer, Elemental Mastery is ideal. I'll take those others, I said. Did you hear the intro Valley of Remembrance? I'll compromise. I guess you did hear. Well, I guess I have a full build now, but it'll take a while to level it up. That Sans is inferior. This build was taking too long so I leveled up an alternate build for Shin during it. 3 pieces of garbage. Last run for today, Remembrance. Thanks for your cooperation. Those are decent. Alright, we're working on leveling up the new goblet, then we have to level up a circlet. Or I magically get an EM1 tomorrow. Sucrose my dear, the journey is finally nearing its end. We are almost free. After Sucrose we're building a Yaka, then Diona. I'm already dreading those. Day 130 Building my neglected characters. If nothing crazy happens we're finishing Sucrose today. Which means something crazy will definitely happen. For Peace Viridescent Venerer, we compromised away from all Elemental Mastery and took an Animo Goblet for convenience sake. Hey Valley of Remembrance, bet you're glad to be getting rid of me soon. Damn. I knew this domain hated me, but that was just rude. Absolute garbage, shocking. I love to see bad pieces at the end for fodder. That Sans might actually go on Jean. Alright, last run. Thank God nothing crazy happened on the last day. Are you thick? Of course we got an Elemental Mastery circlet on our very last run, of course. We're using that and going back to the EM Goblet off-piece. Well Sucrose, how do you feel about going one more day to level up that last piece? I knew some bull like this would happen, but at least we got the build we wanted. Sorry sugar. Day 131 Building my neglected characters. We're back for the actual last day of Sucrose. Valley of Remembrance pulled a fast one on us yesterday. For Peace Viridescent Venerer, we somehow ended up getting all Elemental Mastery mains against all odds. Hey Valley of Remembrance, hope you're having a terrible day. Nice fodder, idiot. I don't have to be nice to you anymore since I just need fodder pieces. Being nice now won't change anything. This domain sucks, so why would I ever willingly come back to it? Yeah, I'm on bully mode today. Wait, what do you mean I still have to build Sayu and Haizu with Viridescent? Wait, I'm sorry. Anyway, we'll pretend I didn't trash talk to Remembrance all day since I'm done and won't be back for a while. Alright Sucrose my beloved, we're done with your build so you're free to go back to research once your showcase is up. Ayaka is up next, which means new poll tomorrow as well. It took 16 days to build Sucrose, but in the end we got the build we wanted after some setbacks. Showcase time. For Peace Viridescent Venerer, we were solely focused on elemental mastery. Artifact stats are 5 sack frags, 815 EM, C3, low talents. We're going sugar-free on this first run, which just means we're using my main team without Sucrose as a baseline of what Gnomes can do. This comp I've been jokingly calling powdered sugar since it's the queen of the summer festival, being paired with Sucrose, which is the scientific name for sugar, and most American festival fair food has powdered sugar on it. I thought it was fitting and funny. Bennett and Jongli are here for the attack boosts and to enjoy said festival food. Next, I used a comp that highlights her talent that lets her pass EM to see how much damage I could do with Vaporize. I started calling this comp Caramelize. Get it since it's sugar, water, and heat mixing. That run I was able to one-phase him because of the attack pattern. But this is the run where I got my strongest single hit using Caramelize, being 92,874. The last support comp I threw her in was one that used her to swirl and apply cryo for a melt team along with Diona and Shin. I couldn't decide if I wanted to call this one Sugar, Ice, and everything nice, or Sugar, Spice, and the Queen of Ice. Finally, even though it's not the situation you would want this comp in, I did mess around with the Taser comp since I have all those characters built. It was fun. I see why people use it. If you want need to try Sucrose, let me know, but my Shingling isn't built yet. Okay Sucrose my sweet, you're free to go back to your research now. Ayaka building starts tomorrow, first time running Blizzard Strayer and Heart of Depths domain.